Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're going to look at Harrow County, a game of Gothic conflict. This is going to be illustrated by Tyler Crook, designed by Jay Cormier and Shad Miller, and graphic design by Alexandria Bielik. Oh, I hope I pronounced that name right. I really hate pronouncing names wrong. I always feel bad when I do. Okay, this is going to be from Off the Page game. Looks like we got for 1 to 3 players, 14 plus, 45 minutes plus. So I'm guessing that's maybe 45 minutes per player. I don't know. We'll find out. But what's interesting is this is going to use a cube tower built into the box. And as you can see, there's a cube tower right there. So I'm curious to see how they built that into the box. It's a chapter system that starts simple, scales as you play. And there is going to be Hester. He is the solo or third player who inflicts enemies with snakes. So I've never heard of this. So I'm actually really curious to see what this is. Now, stay tuned to the very end, definitely, because I'm also going to be looking at Harrow County, the Fair Folk expansion. So we'll open this at the end, and we'll see what that has to offer to this game. So let's open this thing up, let's take a look, and let's see what it has to offer. Just looking at this map, this looks really cool. I like hex maps. I don't know if these are individual pieces, what they are, but I've always liked that kind of hex map movement and whatnot. Okay, now this looks really interesting, that cube tower. So let's open this up, take a look. There's our box. See, and even got the hole up on the top for the cube tower. So I'm guessing we're going to put the box back together when we're ready to play and just set it up on its end. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get is we're going to get a rule book. 40 pages, okay. And it is a nice heavy rule book. So let's see what we have. So about the rule book, we're going to get chapter 1. All right, nice, good component breakdown. I like a good picture, okay, of what everything looks like. Looks like we have one double-sided map, so I think that map might be static. We'll see here in a minute. Okay, nice setup page, what it's going to look like when it's done. Okay, phase 1, your actions and your turns. Lots of diagrams. This looks really nice. This looks really easy to follow. I haven't, like I said, haven't read it, just opened it. But it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Looks like we might have some dials that we're going to be opening up and putting together, possibly. Some movement. Now we're going to go into chapter 2. Oh, your second game uses most of the same. So it's probably a learn as you play type thing, I'm guessing. Okay, so there's your game 2 setup. I will say I do like this artwork. That is it's really nice. Okay, chapter 3 is going to build on the foundations of what you learned in chapter 1, 2. So it looks like they're slowly progressing us up to it, to learning everything in the game. I don't know how many chapters there are. Chapter 4, we'll add a little bit more stuff. Chapter 5, the 3-player game with Hester. Okay, there's going to be the setup for that. All right, this is really... looks really good. Looks like it's pretty easy to follow. Okay, looks like we got a solo mode set up right there. Okay, turn details for that. All right, and then an appendix. So all your different legends. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like some of your cards and stuff are going to be right there. Be able to find some more detailed information on those. Okay, it looks really good. Interesting. All right, now what do we have here? We have the Harrow County Observer, local livestock found mutilated. Okay, looks like we got like a little newspaper article. Ghostly competition, trounces Harrow County hound dogs. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, it does open. I thought it felt like it did. Oh man, you know, you can't have a newspaper without having the comic strips. Okay, and the mason jar. Ah, that's cool. I wonder if we're gonna have to read through that and try to figure out clues and find out something else in there. I don't know. Okay, we got a nice little cloth bag. I don't know what's going to be going in there. Maybe some of the cubes you're going to be putting in the cube tower. I have no idea. Okay, and let's see. What are the cards we have right here? Just kind of take everything in the top of the box and just go down and let's see what we got. Okay, Hesterverse Fair Folk round order. All right. And let's see. Oh, and there's your solo mode order. The Hester FAQ and his turn order. Got an attack summary. Looks like we're going to get 2 of that card. And then there's going to be your round order. We're going to get 2 of that card. Okay. Let's just stick those guys back in their little bag for now so they don't get lost. Okay. Looks like we're going to get a lot of little plastic pieces. Okay, let's see what we have in here. We won't need that bag. I'm guessing these might be your 3-player colors, because these all, I'm thinking maybe, or maybe not. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? Let me try zooming in. Let's see if that looks a little bit better. A little dark in my room today for some reason. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a little skull. Looks like a little skull. That's kind of cool looking. And every one of these look to be the same. Okay, it looks like we also have the purple and the red. Those might be a little easier. Well, let's see. Let's look at this. They all look like they're just a little bit different sculpts on them. Each one. Okay, see that little guy right there? Yeah. Boy, he's just kind of mean looking. Boy, he is mean looking. All right, I do like those. So I'm guessing these might be your little playing pieces that you're going to put around the board. All right, let's see what purple's going to look like. Okay, and purple's going to look like, I don't know what he's, oh, he looks like just this big mad face. All right, so it looks like that first one I showed you was the hardest one to see, but yeah, there you go. Huh. All right, well, I like that. The different sculpt for each one of the players, or each one of those. That looks really nice. And these are going to be the snakes. All right, I'm just going to hold this bag up because these things are so tiny, I don't want to lose those. But these are going to be, what is it, Hester? Is that what his name? His little tiny snakes he's going to put on the board. Okay. See, now this is what I expected the snakes more to look like. It would be something like this size or whatever, but we got some nice wood cubes. Okay, take a look at those. All right, and those are really, really lightweight. Put those off to the side. Let's see what else we have right here. Big chunky, I don't know what they are, little mountain things, whatever. Let's see if we get a little light on those. There you go. Okay. All right. And all these nice little wood components here. Okay. Got a couple of whatever those people are. Looks like there's about 4 of those. Looks like just different peoples that we're going to be placing all over the place. Giant bag of a bunch of other mixed pieces and parts. All right, and these are going to be, I'm not going to open up these. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get several bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, looks like 7 bags of just, these are just wood cubes. Everybody knows what a wood cube looks like by now. For the most part, I'm assuming you do. All right, so looks like we have a board. This looks like it's going to fold up. Looks like we're going to build this into some sort of a tower temple piece, volcano piece. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it looks like that little centerpiece is just going to pop out right there. That's going to go in there, and I'm not sure exactly where this is going to go yet. But it's going to look like that, and there you go. Okay, and there we'll figure out what that's going to look like. All right, here's your board. All right, so it looks like we got a 2-sided board, and they're not going to be individual pieces, but it's actually not going to be super huge. Ew, well, how about you guys might want to see that? There we go. Whew, I'm talking and you don't even know what I'm showing you. All right, there we go. So it's actually not that much bigger than the box itself when it's fully opened up. Okay, and there's going to be the other side of the map. I wonder if these are like locations where you're going to put starting resources or something. I don't know. But it looks really good. I like the artwork. Both sides are definitely totally different. So I'm guessing each chapter is going to use a different side of the board. Well, some sides are going to use multiple, but yeah, I like it. Okay. I like when they take a map and they do something with both sides. I mean, there's no reason why you can't use both sides of a board whenever you're creating a map. Okay, so cards. Let's see what we have for cards. Looks like we're going to get some upgrade cards, some Hester cards, some Goblin cards, and looks like some Tactics cards. All right, so you know what? I will do this. Let's separate those out, and let's start with the Goblin cards. We'll even zoom back in for this. So that way you can see them just a little bit better. Hopefully that clears up. There we go. Okay, that's some interesting artwork. All right, Barry Doll's Whisper. Okay. Not really sure what these numbers and everything down here, cubes are. There's some plus symbols. I have no idea. Looks like we only got 1 card per so far. No multiple sleight of hand. All right. I hope this isn't blurry. Sometimes when I look at it, as I'm looking at the cards, it just looks blurry. Some people say it is, some people say it's not. I don't know. Might be better if I don't zoom in. Okay, try not to cover up all this artwork. This is really interesting artwork. That looks kind of cool. It's a different style. It's a really different style of artwork, and I'm okay with that. Spirit Trap, The Witch's Fire. Y'all are dog. Your druthers is my ruthers. All right, no idea what that means. All right, now let's take a look at these upgrade cards. All right, upgrade your character maybe. Confluence, Distant Stirring. Ooh, get those back on them. Okay, Knife in the Dark, Knitting Fate, Sound and Fury. Some of these words, man, these things are so made up. Man, I can't even pronounce some of them. Hester. All right, what does Hester have? Okay, Desperate Grasp. What's nice is I have not seen a single duplicate card in here, so every card you know is going to be totally the same. Now the decks aren't very big, so I don't know how often you're going to go through them, so I don't know if you'll go through them 2 or 3 times and you'll see multiple cards that way or not. I don't know. Okay. And Wild Tangle. All right, and there you go. And that is a list of all the cards. Okay, let's back this back out just a little bit. Okay, continuing down the list, there's a lot of stuff in this box. Ay, caramba. Okay, looks like we're going to get some standees. So I'm wondering if every one of the characters is going to get a standee. There's a nice little wide gap in there. Enough space in this box. I'm pretty sure that once we get our standees on there, hopefully we never have to take them back off. Just in case you have to worry about damaging the standees themselves, pulling them on and off. All right, these I'm going to leave in the bag, but these it looks like it's going to be, we're going to be building some dials. So you're going to have the 2 pieces for your dials. We'll be building those. Okay, we got what looks like, I would say is, we're going to be putting cubes. I was thinking dice tray, but no, it looks like we're going to be putting cubes in here or something in here. I don't know. I'm curious to see how that comes into play. That looks really interesting. There's some unique components to this game, I will say that. This looks really interesting. I'm actually excited to get this thing to the table just to see how all this stuff is going to come together. Okay, so we got, what do we got? Maybe a player board. So this is going to be the family. Looks like we're going to have Kami. Now, is there a difference in the sides? Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like this may be the advanced side. Maybe this is the basic starting side. I don't know. That would be my theory, because it looks like there's going to be more to do. Or family. No, these are probably your players. Okay, because there's no backside of this one. So let's see, we got the protector. Looks like 3 different columns for stuff maybe. Oh, no, see, he's going to be different. I don't know. Man, I'm just totally confused now. Don't listen to what I say. Just take a look at what we got. There we go, and there's Hester. Some are double-sided, some are not. Why? I have no idea. I'm kind of confused on that myself, but that's okay. That's why I like doing this. Now this, I have no idea what this is. Sticker of some kind? I don't know. We'll put it back in the box. We'll figure out what it is. We'll go through the rule book. We'll find out. Okay, so now it looks like we're going to get a bag, or a bag of some punch boards. Okay, so let's see what we have for these punch boards. All right, so these looks like are going to be one side of our dials that we're going to be pulling out. Okay, let's take a look at how well is this stuff going to punch. All right, not too bad. Looks like a little bit bigger gap, okay, for those, but it looks like everything does punch out good enough. Here, I'll tell you what, because we know we're going to be taking all this out. Oh, this style's a board. Oh, and it's a puzzle board too. All right, so let's get that guy off the side. We're not going to need him anymore. So I'm guessing you're going to have this dial board here. It looks like there might be another board that's going to fit up next to it. It's going to tie into it. Okay. And I don't think, there was nothing on the back of that. Okay, so what do we got here? All right, got some little characters. Looks like a little backstory on them. Odessa and Corbin. Looks like a little board there. What's cool is when you look at these characters, it looks like something else is going to fit up underneath them. It looks like it's going to lock in somehow. Okay. All right, let's see. We got Willa Kane. Flip them over, and there's going to be their little backstories. Come over here. Oh, he's evil looking. Oh, man, look at the dual eyes. The skinless boy. All right, and their little story. Okay. So, yeah, and some of these pieces are just falling out. I wonder if these are the guys, bad guys. I'm guessing these are the guys we're going to be fighting up against. Priscilla, backbiter. When a goblin loses all hope, all sense of itself, it becomes cruel and vicious and dangerous. Okay, we got Bernice, Emmy. See if I can keep this on the screen. Holy crud. I'm just flopping all over the place over here, aren't I? All right, and it looks like now we're going to have a whole bunch of tokens. Okay, so there's some interesting looking tokens here, because these look like, we'll punch one of those, we have that. But then we're also going to have this multi-phased little ring circle thing. So that token is going to turn into all of that. Okay, so that's quite interesting. That's a different type of a token. All right, so we have all our players. Let's see what's on the back. So we got some fires there. Okay, so it looks like those you're not really sure what you're going to get. All of these look to be the same, so these probably might scatter them on the board, randomly draw one up. All right, it looks like we're going to get more of the same. Okay, so these are all going to be the same, but these are going to be these here are going to be your different ones. Let's see, those ones there. Yeah, these ones here as well. Okay, and these different characters. So this is probably your little standees are going to be for those. And there's only 4 standees, and it looks like there's a lot of little people that might use them. So yeah, I'm guessing you're going to be taking them in and out all the time. All right, I'm going to say that's a ghost. And wow, those are some mean looking people. And we have these blank ones. I'm not really sure if these are for like build your own stuff. I'm not really sure what those are for yet, but hey, I guess we're going to find out, huh? Oh, look at that. They're all just blank on the backside. There you go. Okay, looks like we're going to have, all right, so this is probably going to be, we're going to be putting those together. Oh, that one just wants to fall out too. So I'm not really sure what those are going to be for. Oh, and here's your puzzle board piece. Okay, we don't want to lose that one, so it looks like our dial is going to go right here. Okay, so this is probably going to be part of our main board. All right, and it looks like that's pretty much everything that comes inside of this box. So the question is, how do we get all this stuff back in the box right now? Okay, now I'm just going to make sure everything fits back in the box. We're just going to throw it back in here. I will go back through this here in just a little bit, and I'm going to punch all this stuff out. I'm going to bag everything up. We're going to see how it all fits in. Let's put you here because you're a little bit bigger. All right, I know these cards, we're just going to stick those in this larger bag for now, since we don't have them in their protection anymore. I'll put them right there. And we're just going to put these little pieces here. All right, I know we got plenty of room to store all this stuff. We just want to make sure we get everything in here without damaging anything. Still want to know what that thing is. Okay, we got our board, which is gonna, I like that, how small that board folds up. It's actually really nice. Okay, now let's get the rest of the stuff back in here so we can take a look at what that expansion has to offer. Okay, we'll just set all these stuff in here for now. This kind of got damaged or bent a little bit, so we're gonna put that on top. But it looks like all the rule book and everything is gonna go in there. And we'll get this close. Okay, so that is the base game of Harrow County. Now, what we're going to do now is let's take a look at what this little expansion here has to offer. Okay, so if you get this, what are you going to add to your game? Okay, so it's showing 2 to 4, and I thought this actually said 1 to 3. Yeah, the base game was 1 to 3, so it looks like we're going to add another character. It's showing 30 minutes per player, whereas this was 45. Not really sure. And 14 plus to play. Okay. So with the Fairfolk expansion, you can play a 2, 3, or even a 4-player game of Harrow County. The Gothic game conflict, the Fairfolk take twice as many turns, but must make bargains with other players in order to find the Queen's sword crown and the Queen herself. Okay, probably should have took that off before I read that. It would have made a little more sense. So, what are we going to get inside of this box? All right, let's slide that out of the way because all we want to do is pay attention to this. This is really tiny. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so we're going to get a small little rulebook. It's only going to be 12 pages. Whoa, that's really zoomed in. Okay, so we have a setup. So I don't know. I'm guessing this is going to be to the side. Played as the third player instead of playing with Hester. The fair folk is your third player. So, okay. All right. Okay, so this is just going to give us everything we need to do to add this fair folk to the game instead of Hester, which would actually give you a nice little variety to the game. Okay, fair folk versus Hester. Okay, and there's page 12. Now, this one looks like it's going to come with a little dry erase pen. Okay, we're going to get just some standard silver cubes that you're going to use for your board. Oh, these are really cool foil silverback cards. Okay, see if I can try to keep this. I got to remember I'm zoomed in. All right, these are, wow, I mean, see that shine on those? Holy criminy. Both sides too. Those just, they look super cool. All right, and so we're going to have this, which is, looks like we're going to have a whole bunch of individual cards again. Trying to keep it to where the glare is not too super bad. Take a look-see. All right, this expansion looks like it actually is going to take your core game and it's going to change it up a fair amount to kind of give you a little bit different experience. That's what it resembles to me. That's what it looks like. All right, and let's see, and these are going to be some objective cards. Oops, get those on the camera there. Oh, yeah, look at that. Whew. Okay, so these are going to be some different objectives that you're going to have to be able to complete during the game. Maybe you have to put different things in different locations based on the map. I mean, that's kind of what my impression is. Yeah, see, play this card if there are 4 or more nests and hexes on the edge of the map. Okay. All right. So this is going to give you just a little bit different variety. Okay. Now we have location card. All right. I have no idea what that little guy means. We have another one of those. Again, I still have no clue what this blank little piece of paper is for. We'll figure it out. Looks like we got a standee or a base. This one's super tight in there. Maybe for the location card. I mean, because it doesn't need to be much. Maybe that's what goes in there. I don't know. All right, and what else do we have in here? Okay, so we're going to have this nice, super shiny bag. So I have another bag to add to the game. Okay, and let's get this guy opened up and let's see what these punch boards are. Boy, I'll tell you, this Fairfolk expansion, it really does add the shine to the game. All right, okay, so it looks like we're going to get a little sword, maybe a crown. Is that your little king 1, 2, 3? See, again, everything has that silver shine. It's kind of really cool. Boy, you're definitely going to know whether you got these pieces of this game out. And we're just going to put those back in the box for now. All right, and this is your other token base. See, and it looks like the centerpiece. Oh, and see, these punch really good too. But it looks like that centerpiece just comes right out. So that's going to be hollow for something. I'm not really sure what. We'll just put him back in there for now. Okay. But even that little centerpiece popped out really nice too. So these, like the core base game, everything's going to punch really good. But I will say, man, I'm really digging on this silver shiny. I'm really digging on that. If you got a bright light in your room, though, you're going to get a killer reflection. All right, and your Fairfolk. Player board. Okay. We'll put that right there. And there you go. And that looks to be everything for this particular expansion and what you're looking to add. All right. Nope, that rulebook is just a hair bigger than the box. Let's put him on the top. All right, so we don't ruin him. Okay, so let's get this guy back in here. Let's kind of tuck him down. Well, our big fat arm's probably in your way. Okay, let's get him in there. All right, we have this location card, which is going to go in there. This guy will go in. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put these cards in their little bags here in a little bit. You don't need to watch me do that. Okay, we have these cubes which are going to go in here. We have this little white sheet that I have no idea what it does is going to go in there. We'll put our pin in there. This is actually going to sit on the top. And there you go. And that is the Harrow County. That is going to be the expansion. Okay, let's slide this. And that is it. That, ooh, zoom out. Okay. Man, you probably missed half of that, didn't you? Okay, so that's Harrow County. That is the Fairfolk expansion. And like I said, this is by Off the Page Game. And I do like the way this one looks. And there you go. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody...
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Just kidding, I did. I'm filming myself, so I know that I can see you do that. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, boy.